Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys. Back with another Chicago Bears news video. And like I said, I would be talking about Chicago Bears news when the news drops. Now, obviously, unlike other Bears YouTubers, I wasn't able to talk about each of the moves individually the Bears have made so far in free agency. But the Bears have made moves in free agency. Some of them are re-signings, and some of them are players. And what I thought was a solid day one of free agency for the Bears. Um, you'll take where you'll take. And again, if you watch the last video I did with my Uncle Daryl, um, with the moves that we saw the Bears make, um, there was certain moves where it's like, all right, I gave my frustrations. Now today I do feel slightly better, albeit I still wish there was some more things that they could do, but we'll see. Anyways, free agency started today. Free agency NFL wise was absolutely freaking crazy. I did not expect Mike Evans to go to the damn San Francisco 49ers. I'm still shocked he left the Buccaneers to go to the 49ers, but I guess I don't blame him. Kenneth Walker really started on the day off by going to the freaking Chiefs, and it's like, oh, everybody was happy that the Chiefs were gone and done with, and next thing you know, boom, they had one of the best running backs on the market. Crazy, crazy. Anyways, and then the Raiders, damn near signing almost everybody. They spent a boatload of freaking cash today. Malik Willis going to the Dolphins. A bunch of other, you have a bunch of head scratching moves by some teams that they made at the deadline, or they made it in day one, but where it is. Oh, and then especially Tyler Linderbaum. Now I know I was an advocate of getting Tyler Linderbaum, and I was saying we need to do it, but geez Louise, the Ravens paid this sucker. They're giving him 27 mil. I think maybe we now know why the Bears basically went with Bradbury because they clearly saw the center market and they're like, oh, the center market's absolutely insane. So I still don't like the Garrett Bradbury move. I still hate it. I still think it is a bad move. But, you know, when you see these centers getting paid these crazy amount of money, like I think one of the NFL analysts, they basically tweeted Tyler Linderbaum is getting paid 27 mil. The next highest paid center is Creed Humphreys for the Chiefs at 18 million. So basically the Raiders essentially went crazy spending for this guy. Well, at least the good thing is he'll get all his money because he going to a state with no state income tax in Nevada. So there's that. Anyways, let's talk about the Bears. And I woke up this morning and they made a re-signing, and the first move to drop was they re-signed Daniel Harden, defensive end slash special teamers, to a 2-year, $5 million deal. Again, look, it's a solid guy. He's a solid depth piece you can use on the defensive line. And again, he's a solid enough player that you can use on special teams. Valued guy, nothing wrong with this. I'm okay with that type of contract. The next up, a move I was actually happy about when this came in. We re-signed DeMarco Jackson to a 2-year, $7.5 million deal. I was excited and I was happy that the Bears re-signed DeMarco Jackson. If you remember last week's the last video with me and Uncle Daryl, we talked about that we wanted to see DeMarco Jackson re-signed by the team because again, when DeMarco Jackson came in for Tremaine Edmonds that got hurt, um, what is it? Um, basically he played really damn good. Like there was one week where he was player of the week. And then Tremaine Edmonds came back and obviously took away DeMarco Jackson's playing time. And we saw the defense don't look as good now with Tremaine Edmonds coming off this injury like it did with DeMarco Jackson. Like it got to the point where a reporter had to ask Dennis Allen, like, hey man, is DeMarco Jackson gonna get any reps? Like he was your player of the week. Like he's earned a chance to get reps. And 100%. you know, he earned it. He was amazing. And I was like, oh, come on. They got to continue to give him more play time. Like, what are we doing here if you don't find a chance to get this guy some play time? At some point, you got to stop playing the politics crap and just be like, well, who's giving you on the field? Look at who's doing you on the field. Because clearly, he's putting in the work on the field. Not what I've been seeing out of Tremaine Edmonds. So, it's good. He should be in the rotation to start. And he was a great player. He can also play special teams for us, but at the same time too, he can be on the defense getting playing time. And I actually like this move. I enjoyed this move. It was great for what the Bears did to get him. And you know, what the hell else can I say? Like, he did his thing and he came in, did a great job, and yeah, that's all I can ask for. So you will definitely take it. You'll definitely take it, right? So the next player that we ended up getting in free agency was Neville Gallimore, who signed a 2-year, $12 million deal. He's a defensive tackle. Um, now, last year, he had 38 total tackles, 18 solo, 20 assists. He averaged 3.5 sacks. Career-wise, he averages 7.5 sacks. So look, um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know much about this guy. I don't know how he played with the Colts, but look, he's a solid player. This more than likely is the Andrew Billings replacement because just listening to other Bears podcasters and things like that, it seems like he's a pretty big dude. So more than likely, this is the Andrew Billings replacement, who can help out when the run. But mostly from what I've heard, he's actually a pretty good pass rusher himself, and he can actually penetrate up front really good. And I know I've seen some Bears fans, they early, especially when we first signed this guy, they were like, "Oh, brother, this freaking guy, great. Now we got Dio Dangbo, and now we got this guy. What is Ryan Poles' infatuation with getting these Colts players?" Now, look, since this is year one of this dude's contract, 2-year contract, which you're not really paying much of, right? It's going to be, it's a wait and see approach for me, and see if this guy can be better than a Jervon Dexter, be better than a Grady Jarrett, be better than what we saw in Andrew Billings last year, where he can actually, I don't know, get some pressure up front. Now, I still do think this team needs more defensive tackles, but at the end of the day, I guess you'll take it for a depth piece. He's going to be a rotational piece. Hopefully, he's impactful enough to help the defensive line get better. That's all I ask for. I'm not saying that I know everything I can about this guy. And again, like I said, it is what it is. We got to see what he's got to do. And hopefully, he comes in, he shows out, and there's that. So you'll take it. You'll take it. So then this is when another deal that we kind of got, which was kind of rumored in this whole process. At first, it was Jonathan Jones, CBS beat reporter, who was saying that the Bears are basically looking into trying to get Kobe Bryant. And luckily enough, as quick as those rumors came out, it's as quick as the Bears got the deal done. And Kobe Bryant, who's a safety, is coming over from the Seattle Seahawks, who just won their Super Bowl. And he's coming over to the Bears, and he's getting paid $3 million. Or no, 3 million. Jesus, he's getting paid. He's here for 3 years, and he's getting paid 40 million. So you will take it. You'll take it. His statistics last year: 66 total tackles, 39 yeah, 39 solo, 27 assists. He had one forced fumble, four interceptions. Career-wise, he's had seven interceptions and everything. And again, this was a really good move. This was probably my favorite move of the day outside the DeMarco Jackson re-signing, but I really like this move. Um, Time will tell if this is going to be the Jaquan Brisker replacement or the Kevin Byard replacement. Now, the guy plays more free safety than strong safety, so maybe it's looking like this potentially could be the Kevin Byard replacement. I hope it's not the case. I hope that you can bring back Kevin Byard, but so far we have not heard any words or any mentions about Jaquan Brisker or Kevin Byard. And I think me and my uncle Daryl have said, like, based on who the Bears bring back, if it's Jaquan Brisker, then that means the other one's leaving. If Kevin Byard is coming back, then that means the Bears are not bringing back Jaquan Brisker. So we'll see. But I really like this move. You're getting a guy that came over that's coming over from the Super Bowl from the Super Bowl champions, who's won it, who's been at the highest game, and you're bringing him over to be an impact player here. And he's the type of guy that is a dude that's fast. He's a guy that flies around the field. This is the thing that Ryan Poles talked about, how they want their defense to be fast, they want their defense to be furious, they want their defense when a play is right there and it's basically being like a check down or something like that, a player's right there to blow it up. They want speed. And you can tell from last year there were instances where the Bears were a step slow, especially at the safety position in some cases. Now, the Bears have definitely got a lot faster with Kobe Bryant in the backfield. And it makes things better because it's like, okay, you got Kobe Bryant in the backfield. If Kyler Gordon can stay healthy, that's crazy. Jalen Johnson is coming off injury, and then whoever the opposite corner is, whether it's Tyreek Stevenson or somebody else, like, boom, there's the thing. And then again, it's another guy that trust and believe. I bet you my ass that our DB's coach, Al Harris, is gonna love getting his hands on Kobe Bryant and wanting to make this dude great. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be great. I love this move. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next for this dude. But I was very impressed that we got this guy, right? Then next up we got is linebacker from the Browns, Devin Bush. I'm gonna pull up his stats right now. Um, Devin Bush stats. So Devin Bush, he's a linebacker. This more than likely is going to be your Tremaine Edmonds replacement here too. He's getting paid 3 years, 30 million, 21 million guaranteed. And funny enough, if you actually do the math, he's actually getting paid less than Tremaine Edmonds is being paid by the Giants right now. And I think I saw a tweet that said he's even cheaper than when Tremaine Edmonds first signed with us. So you're basically getting a linebacker who has a lot of talent, and you're making it to where he's getting paid less than what you paid the last linebacker. Now he's 5'11, he's on the smaller side, but he's had 125 total tackles, 63 solo, 62 assisted, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, and I think 2 of them were for touchdowns. And again, this dude is another guy for the linebacking position who is very much very furious. And most importantly, he's fast. He goes up there, he makes plays, he gets downhill, and he looks to go make tackles and goes out there to make plays. And again, you saw last year, again, the Bears wanted to play faster. They wanted their linebackers to read and react faster than what they were doing. So you will take it. I don't know what this means for TJ Edwards. We'll see. Maybe the Bears, if they get a good look at him in camp and they see, okay, he's not moving as fast as we want him to be, maybe they entertain potentially trading him before the season starts and everything and dealing him. I don't know. We'll see. But Devin Bush, it's a solid move. It's a solid move. He has potential to be a pretty good linebacker. But you will take it. For somebody that is fast, any way to help your defense fly faster to the football, you will take it because that's what this defense needs. They need guys flying to the football. You got it in the safety. You now got it in. Honestly, DeMarco Jackson is pretty fast to football too, and you got it in 2 linebackers that you signed in this free agent period. So you will take it. You will 100% take it. So then we got the re-signings. Some of the re-signings. So one of the resignings is Case Keenum. He got well. This is 100% wrong because he got a 2-year deal, not a 3-year deal, unless I'm getting that wrong. So yes, but anyways, um, Case Keenum is coming back for another 2 more years. Look, Case Keenum did wonders, albeit again, like I said, you don't know, what it could mean. But again, like I said, having a veteran backup quarterback for Caleb Williams' development really helped out in year two as opposed to year one because the Bears just rolled in with two young quarterbacks, and this year they got a Case Keenum in there who again was helping Caleb Williams develop and everything, and being there, being a dude in his ear. So when like things weren't going right, he always told him, "Hey man, keep your head up, keep your head up." I think you've seen the videos, or the clips of how he's been encouraging Caleb. Like the one clip where I think he said, like, "Hey man, keep your head up, man. The defense is gonna get us a stop. You're gonna get the ball back, and you're gonna lead us down to go win us this dang game." So Case Keenum is that type of presence, that voice that Caleb Williams needs to hear and continue to hear. So when things are going rough, he's that type of guy who's like, "Hey man, keep your head in the game. Look, defense is gonna get the stop. Let's focus up. Let's see what we need to do better for the next drive, and then guess what? Let's improve." So I'm happy that Case Keenum came back. It was a no. It was clearly something that the Bears needed to do. They needed to bring him back. They needed just a veteran quarterback presence in the room, to continue to help Caleb Williams develop and get better. So I'm okay with this move. Now, does this move also signal maybe this means Tyson Bagent gets traded? Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. The Cardinals ended up actually, from what's going from Arizona, the Cardinals actually look like they're going to start Jacoby Brissett apparently, and then they got Gardner Minshew to go over there, and it looks like Gardner Minshew is going to be his backup. So that means that takes the services out of him wanting to go to Arizona. Probably because Arizona called in about that, and maybe the Bears asking price is too high. And then maybe the Raiders entertain the option. They keep, apparently the rumors are they're gonna want a veteran quarterback to come in, or a quarterback to start, while I more than likely the guy who's drafting, which is Mendoza, is gonna sit for a few, I guess maybe a few weeks to, if not a year, right? So there's that, right? So you have that, right? And then regardless, we'll see what happens with the Tyson Bagent thing. What happened? We'll see what happens. And then the last move that we saw the Bears make today was bringing back Braxton Jones on a 1-year, $10 million deal. But the breakdown is basically he's getting paid 5 million. The other 5 million is basically based on incentives. So he could have a chance to earn up to 10 mil based on incentives. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I guess playing time or something like that. But look, I'm not too happy with bringing back Braxton Jones. For the Bears and Ryan Poles to bring back Braxton Jones, I have no idea why they decided to do that, because it's like, why are we trying to bring back a guy that you benched in week 4, like for Theo Benedict, an unproven, left tackle? Now, again, he's serviceable, but if he's going to be starting for you every week of the season, then I'm sorry, I can't get behind that. Braxton Jones, I'm sick and tired of Braxton Jones. I'm sick and tired of seeing Braxton Jones get bull rushed into Caleb Williams' fucking lap. And you're telling me that's the best you can do? Now, maybe it's because these other offensive linemen are asking for crazy money, and you can just deal with a stopgap in Braxton Jones for at least one more season before you get Ozzie back. But honestly, at this point, I would rather draft a fucking best available left tackle before I go back to Braxton. Because I'm not convinced. Braxton Jones, I just think is not good. Like for what he's done, he's outlived his usefulness. And I can't believe we brought this guy back. And I'm sorry, dude. If I have to watch Braxton Jones week 1 starting, I'm gonna be pulling my freaking hair out because I don't want this guy starting. This guy sucks. He's good enough, but it's not good for where we need to go. He's not good for left tackle standards. So I guess he's getting paid dirt cheap. But I'm not really too convinced about Braxton Jones again, and I can't believe why we did this. And again, it's Ryan Poles falling in love with the guys he drafted. So I fully expect Braxton Jones to start unless we make another move. I don't know why. Maybe the Bears haven't offered Taylor Decker because maybe clearly, Decker's shown um, maybe he wants more money than what it is, but we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, that was basically mostly the moves the Bears made this free agent period. Look, all solid moves. Obviously my favorite is the Kobe Bryant safety move. So yeah, we'll see what the Bears do in maybe day two or the next incoming days, um, with whatever money they got left over to use. But personally, I think that I think it's clear that they're more than likely going to use the draft to develop or to draft defensive line and things like that. So yeah, but anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Chicago Bears content or any other anime content I upload to the channel. But till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day or your night or whenever you're in this video. Till then, guys, peace. All right, one more thing I forgot to mention. The comp pick list came in, and a week ago, Courtney Cronin basically implied or kind of said like, well, more than likely the Bears more than likely should receive the comp picks because at the Ryan Poles did, answer questions about how the Bears should receive some comp picks and everything, and how they basically submitted, basically the process to the NFL to basically make them aware and say like they made the calls about that, right? And then even Ian Cunningham, who works for obviously, I'm like Ian Cunningham, who works for the Falcons now, he even said like, yes, the Bears should get comp picks for me. So the list came out today, this afternoon, and it showed that the Bears are not going to be getting comp picks. Because of course they're not allowed to get comp picks. It makes no sense why the rule for the Rooney Rule in place if a minority candidate gets hired as a head coach or a general manager position. Um, the rule is the Bears deserve to get first round or third round picks. Now, why the Bears didn't get it? It's because this weird loophole that the Falcons basically, the Falcons basically exploited, and essentially, made it to where, um, for whatever reason, the NFL deems it to where, oh, they can't, it can't be considered, it can't be considered what is it a mention of why the Bears deserve to get comp picks, right? Which makes no sense because Matt Ryan has gone on record saying that he's not the decision maker. Ian Cunningham is the decision maker. Now, why the Bears still didn't receive the comp picks, I have no clue. It's this freaking loophole that the Falcons somehow exploited. Well, if that's the freaking case, then the NFL needs to do away with this Rooney rule where teams have to interview at least one minority candidate in their search process for a GM or a head coach. So then guess what? No more comp picks can be given away. And I don't know why the NFL did what they did. It is a joke that the NFL did what they did because you can basically now seemingly enough, if that's the case, whoever hires another minority candidate to be a GM or a head coach, they better not get comp picks next year because of some loophole. So I would have to imagine other teams are probably going to now start asking around, hey, what did the Falcons do to not what is it? What did the Falcons do to not have um the comp picks happen for essentially for the Bears to get. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell the Bears, have to do again. If I were Ryan Poles and the Bears, I vehemently call up the NFL offices and basically call how BS this is and how they should be getting the comp picks. And then also too, I'd be demanding from the NFL, please explain to me what is this loophole? What is this thing that gets it to where you wouldn't be giving us comp picks? Like, we still don't have an explanation of why the Bears um are not getting the comp picks. All we know is the Falcons found some sort of loophole by hiring Matt Ryan to make it to where they can do it. And maybe more than likely, the NFL must think, or they must believe that Matt Ryan is 100% making these decisions, not Ian Cunningham. Albeit, Matt Ryan has come out in press conferences in public saying that he is not the final decision maker. The final decision maker is Ian Cunningham. But I'm guessing the NFL, Roger Goodell, and other members believe, no, that's false. So more than likely, for what we do know, maybe Matt Ryan is the final business decision maker. I don't know. We'll see. But it's a joke. We should be getting the comp picks in the third round, but I guess we're not because apparently this loophole. But that's one thing I forgot to mention. I'm not going to bitch about it anymore because there's nothing else we can do about it. The only thing that can happen is the Bears put in an appeal or something. I know that where they can't formally appeal, but they basically called the office and they light their asses on fire and say, we're getting screwed over. If we can't get the comp picks, why are every other team in the league getting their comp picks? But apparently the NFL believes that Matt Ryan is the decision maker in the building in Atlanta. So we'll see. We will see. But anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts. And yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Till then, guys. Peace.